Good afternoon to all the faculties who have joined in here. We will be starting the session at 3:05 p.m. So I kindly uh, tell you, inform your faculties to join at the earliest. A very good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to all the directors, HODs, professors, and the faculty members who have joined us in here today. So, on behalf of XLR, I thank you all for taking your time to be a part of this faculty development program on digital marketing, concepts, and use cases for small business. So, before we begin, let me give you a quick introduction to XLR. XLR was founded by an IIM ISD alumni in the year 2013 and has 8 branches in 5 cities with its headquarters in Houston, USA. So far, XLR has trained almost 8 lakh plus students and professionals across various domains catering to individuals, institutions, and also industries. So these are a few premium associations. We have included iHub Divya Sampark, Naipunyam Skilepi, AppShe, TAS, BFSI, NASCOM Future Skills Prime, and many more. So XLR has a decade of, whoever is unmute, please could you mute yourself? Thank you. So we have a decade of excellence in training. We have conducted almost 1,000 plus webinars, offered almost 30 plus technical courses. We have collaborated with 2,000 plus academic partners and worked with 5,000 plus placement partners. We have trained 80,000 plus faculties through the faculty development program and 8 lakh plus students through the student development program. So far, we have about 8 lakh 28,853 students participating and 76,577 faculties participating in our everyday learning program. So for today's faculty development program on digital marketing, we have registration all across India, with Telangana being the highest with 166 registration, followed by Tamil Nadu with 142 registration, and we have an overall count of 865. We also have registration from various streams such as engineering, MCA, MBA, and also pharmacy. Our everyday initiative focuses on providing application and industry-oriented learning on trending technologies for free from industry experts with in-depth knowledge on the subject. The goal is to provide hands-on learning experience. We help students and faculty with real-world applications. We support the institutions in meeting their NAC and also the NBA requirements. So you can find the registration link. It is also in the chat box. The learners can click on it and register, or they may also visit the XLR website to complete their registration. And upon the successful completion of the program, the participants will receive a participation certificate. Additionally, we also collaborate with colleges by signing MOUs to conduct and collaborate for the student and the faculty development program, along with placement readiness drives to support students in their career development. Through our everyday learning program, participants benefit from 30 plus hours of professional training, assignments, and assessments. We have real world industry use cases, placement preparation sessions, coding challenges and campus recruitment training, a lifetime LMS access, and after the completion, we also provide participation certificate. So this is how our LMS dashboard looks like. A user can log in through their username and password that they have received through their mail after registration. They can access the course they have enrolled in. Additionally, they can also view the courses they have registered in the past. So far at XLR, we have conducted almost 73 plus student development programs, and we have around 2,000 plus colleges which participate regularly. We have delivered almost 2,300 plus hours of training with a total of 8 lakh plus students enrollments. These are few popular programs among the student development. We have Advanced Excel, Salesforce, ChatGPT and AI, and full stack development. For the faculty development program, we have conducted almost 600 plus hours delivered with 50 plus faculty development program done and 2 lakh plus faculties who have enrolled regularly with 2000 plus colleges who have participated. And some of the most common programs were data analytics using Tableau, data analytics, digital marketing, and AI and Gen AI with industry applications. So this is how our faculty and the student development certificates look like. These certificates will be given to the learners after they register for the program and also attend the live online classes every day. It is important for the learners to mark their attendance in each session so that they'll be eligible to receive the certificate upon completion. So these were a few recent engagements. We have successfully conducted programs at prestigious institutions like IIT Roorkee, where we have conducted training on data analytics using Minitab. This was another student engagement in BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. The students had approached us and to conduct Power BI and machine learning programs in their campus. Apart from these, we also had a skill up program for the final years, which was a 240 plus hours of campus recruitment training with placement assistance that started from Jan 2024 to April 2024 and had covered the following. They were coding skills, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skill, resume and LinkedIn profile building. There was also a group discussion and personal interview provided at the end of each training. And this program has benefited thousands of students with placement assistance. So this is the participation certificate that was provided to the students after completing the Skill Up program. It was issued by iHub Divya Sampark, a joint initiative of IIT Roorkee and the Government of India's Department of Science and Technology, where out of 50,000 students, only 5,200 students were eligible for the certificate that was given based on their attendance and their assignments. So you can see here a few snippets from the newspaper where we had the maximum registration around 10,000 from APSSD. These were a few programs which was held in the month of Feb. We had data analytics and DSA. This was in the month of March, and this was in April. So without further delay, let us come to today's session on faculty development program on digital marketing, concepts and use cases for small business. So it is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest for today. We are honored to have our distinguished academicians with us who bring decades of experience, research excellence, and contribution to education and innovation. Firstly, we have Dr. Smita Sansgiri, who is the Vice Principal of Vidya Prasad Mandal Gopal Govind Poi Rathurkut College of Commerce and Economics. Ma'am has almost 32 plus years of teaching experience and a doctorate in women entrepreneurship in Goa. She has published 25 research papers, authored the book Principle and Practice of Management, and has received the Best Paper Award at the International Conference and actively contributed to research, entrepreneurship training, and academic committees at Goa University. Smita ma'am has renowned computer, radio, artistyle, and stage performer associated with also Doordarshan Goa and international film initiatives. She has been recognized for outstanding contributions to academics, culture, and the community development. Now I request ma'am to deliver a few words of guidance.
Good day to all. At the outset, I sincerely appreciate XLR Academy for their dedication in sharing the knowledge and guiding the students as well as the faculty through their varied workshops and the sessions. Their commitment to imparting knowledge and the excellent support that is displayed throughout as an MOU partner with our college, that is JVM's GGPR College Ponda, is highly valued. The FDPs at XLR play a significant role in enhancing, I would say, the teaching capabilities and the professional growth of educators. What we have witnessed is this programs provide exposure to industry relevant tools and emerging trends in education. The practical insights which the faculty members gain tend to improve the classroom engagement and even the learning outcomes. The programs encourage research and continuous skill enhancement, making the faculty become better equipped to prepare the students for dynamic academic and industry environment. What we all have witnessed is that the emerging technologies now are transferring higher education by making learning more interactive and personalized. Online learning platforms and the digital resources have expanded educational opportunities beyond, I would say, the traditional classrooms. The integration of technology is certainly what we find is reshaping higher education. In this regard, academic industry collaboration is one area which is essential for bridging the gap between the theoretical knowledge and the practical application. The collaborative initiatives thus do encourage innovation, skill development, and enhance student employability, thus creating a future ready ecosystem benefiting all of us. Dear participants, this FTP would certainly help us understand the pivotal role of digital marketing in creating a strong online presence and enabling small businesses effectively compete in today's techno driven market. I wish all the participants a inspired learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Smita ma'am, for such an insightful and informative talk. So now we have the next guest speaker, Dr. Pramod Ganjevar, Head, Department of Computer Engineering, MIT Academy of Engineering, Pune. Sir has been with the college for more than 21 plus years and experience in academics, research, and industry. His specialization in Internet of Things, wireless sensor networks, WSN, data mining, and computer networks with numerous high impact research publications. He's been an active member of the Association for Computing Machinery and Indian Society for Technical Education, contributing significantly to research, innovation, and also the engineering education. Sir, I request few words from your end.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Myself, Dr. Pramod Ganjevar, Associate Professor and Head of Department of Computer Engineering at MIT Academy of Engineering, Alandi, Pune, Maharashtra. In my department, UG program, Computer Engineering UG, Computer Engineering PG, and PhD we are offering. And we are focusing on, or as our college is autonomous, so we are focusing on teaching pedagogies, and we are participating and collaborating through such workshops. So here I will talk about this FDP. Now this FDP is about digital marketing, and nowadays because of the digital marketing, it is very much easy for the small businesses to reach to the corner of any place through social media and many things. So this is one collaboration which we have done with XLR, and they have made this workshop for all the small case businesses, and they are going to cover all the small applications related to small businesses. And definitely this is going to help all of us for learning how digital marketing works and their use cases. XLR, because of XLR, many of us, that is faculties, got trainings on teaching pedagogies, research, and again our specialized courses in engineering. Okay, many FDPs I have attended, which are organized by this XLR, and I hope this also will achieve a uh, great success for this FDP. And I wish great success for XLR, and all the participants will enjoy this FDP. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your kind words. It was a pleasure having you with us today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So now let's move on to the next guest speaker. We have Dr. Guru Basava Aradhya S, Professor and Associate Dean of MBA Department from Atria Institute of Technology, Bangalore. Sir has been the MBA Department HOD at Atria Institute with 18 plus years of experience in teaching, research, and academic administration. His expertise areas include management, marketing analytics, business analytics, strategic management, curriculum design, and NAC and NBA accreditation with strong industry academia collaboration experience. He has published extensively in Scopus, ABDC, and Web of Science journals, guided PhD scholars, and organized international conferences. He's been TEDx event FTPs and also academic initiatives. Guru sir, we would like to hear a few words from your side.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Esteemed colleagues and fellow educators, it is an absolute privilege to stand before you for the faculty development program organized by XLR. I am from Atria Institute of Technology and Management. MBA department was established in the year of 2004, and it is an institution committed to academic and professional excellence, and the Department of MBA is dedicated to shape future management and professionals through a perfect blend of academic rigor and industry-oriented learning. The department offers experiential learning through case studies, workshops, corporate interactions, industry visits, and placement-focused training, while enabling students to specialize in domains such as marketing, finance, human resources, logistics, and business analytics. As we gather today to explore a digital marketing concepts and use cases for small business, we must acknowledge a profound truth. The landscape of higher education is facing an unprecedented shift. Emerging technologies from AI-driven analytics to algorithmic targeted advertising are moving faster than traditional textbooks can keep pace. If we rely only on static curricula, we risk training our students for a world that no longer exists. This is precisely where the transformative role of XLR's FDP becomes pivotal. These programs are not more or mere seminar, they are structurally necessity. They challenge us to step out the comfort zone of abstract theory and step directly into live market realities. When we have a faculty master practical tools like local search engine, data-driven content stream, and real-time campaign performance tracking, we fundamentally upgrade our teaching. We transition from being information transmitters to architects of career readiness. Our presence here represents the exact blueprint required for modern education, a robust academic industry collaboration. By partnering with industry leaders like XLR, we bridge the gap between classroom learning and actual corporate execution. We are equipping ourselves to teach the next generation how to help small local businesses survive and scale in a hyper digital marketplace. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to XLR for curating this platform and investing in our professional growth. Ultimately, transforming faculty is the single most sustainable way to transform students. Let us leverage these insights to build an agile, dynamic, and truly future-ready workforce. And I also extend my deepest gratitude for our management of Atria Institute of Technology for providing this opportunity. Thank you, and I wish you all an incredible, impactful learning experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was such an insightful and inspiring talk, and it has definitely left us with so much meaningful takeaway.
Thank you.
So, yes, sir. So next we have our subject matter expert for the day, Ms. Ankita Singh, who has 6+ years of training experience in AI, machine learning, Python, data visualization, and business intelligence across academia and corporate environments. She has designed and delivered academic programs, boot camps, and workshops with a strong focus on project-based job-ready learning. Ankita has also led AI and analytics program for enterprises and conducted executive sessions, including IIM, on AI strategy and data-driven decision making. So, Ms. Ankita, we would like to hear a few words from you.
Thank you so much, Sheetal. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to this FDP program. And I would like to thank XLR for, having an opportunity like this for all the educators and faculties all across India to, have the opportunity to learn. Every institution or, every educator is somewhere on the path of educating the students, educating, them on the new technologies. But we also need to understand how it is very important for the faculties also to upskill. And it is really, really nice to see so many faculties who have enrolled for this, who are also ready to, upskill based on the new technologies coming into the market and, based on the new things that are in the market that students are learning. Even the faculty should upskill. So it's great to see all of you here. And something about the training, definitely, we've all heard of digital marketing before. We've all heard how it has helped a lot of businesses, small businesses, large businesses. And lately, that is something where everyone is shifting towards. So, the minute it's about business, everyone is shifting towards digital marketing. So, in this training, definitely, we'll learn about the shift. We will learn about how this is going to help us in our careers, also, how it is going to help us in our teaching as well. So, as a teacher, having your own identity about, what you teach, how you teach, and having your own identity basically about the entire teaching experience that you've had or about your entire career that you've had. Having all of that out for people to know, for people to get inspired from is also very important. So, in this training of 5 days, we will be covering everything that is required for an educator to have at this point in their career. So that is something we'll be covering. And also, I am hoping that it's a really good session for both you and me, and we get a lot to learn. And I would just request all of them to, be interactive. There will be chat box open and all of that. So where if there are any questions, let's say something a little out of what I'm teaching also, it is fine. We can go ahead and answer those questions. And I hope it is fruitful for you and me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We're really looking forward to an engagement and insightful session from you. So I would like to thank all the guests once again for their inspiring words and to take their time out for this faculty development program. Now I would like to invite Mr. Amar to walk us through the LMS.
So, dear faculty members, once again, good afternoon and welcome to the FDP on digital marketing by XLR. So, I will just take 5 to 7 minutes of your time and I will give you the context on the LMS part where you can join the sessions on a daily basis from the LMS. You can access the material recordings, even the attendance, session links, everything will be available onto the LMS portal. Okay. So, as per my understanding, almost all of you are done with your registration. If not, please make sure that you're completing your registration to get the LMS access. So whenever you are going to complete your registration, you will be receiving 2 emails. Those who are first-time user of XLR EDL initiative, they will be receiving the 2 emails. But if any faculty member already attended any of the previous programs, suppose any FDP, SDP, or any skill development programs by XLR, then they will be receiving only 1 email, that is welcome email. So first email which you need to check, while checking the email, you can just make sure that you are checking in inbox and simultaneously you are checking over the spam folder as well. First email that you have to check, LMS portal account details by XLR. In that you have portal link, email address, that includes your username and the password. So by using these details, you have to do a sign in. Okay, so all these details are there with you. You just need to click on this link. It will take you to the sign in page. You need to provide the details and sign in. Second email, which you will find that is welcome to the FDP program on digital marketing. So this mail We'll give it the context like that. Your course is added on your dashboard. Few faculty members receive only this email. Why? Because they already have an account, because they already attended previous program. That's why. If you're not able to get the previous email, or if you're not remembering the password, whatever you have said whenever you enrolled previously for the programs, don't need to worry. I will show you where you can forward your password and you can utilize the new password with the same mail ID and access the account. So now let me reshare my screen and let me open the browser. Okay. Suppose I'm clicking on the link mylearning.xlr.com sign-in page. So once I click on this link, it will take me through this page, a login page. Here I need to provide my details. My username, as I said, that is my registered email ID and password, which we received as a system generated password. So the first time you can utilize that password, but from next time onwards, whenever you are going to log in again, okay. So in LMS portal itself, we have an option to update the password. I will show that. As I said, suppose if you receive an only welcome email and if you are not remembering the password, whatever you are have already, okay. So in that scenario, you can utilize a forward your password option. So you can check here. Let me go back. Let me show you. So below the password, remember me, forward your password. Click on that. Provide your registered mail ID. Click on send instructions. And then again, once you are done with the setting up the new password, you can click on a sign in again and follow the same steps. If you're using the same Google account as well, you can sign in with the Google as well. If your credentials, you can provide and you can click on sign. So once you click on a sign in, it will take you to the dashboard, and you are able to see here different option like back to home page, community, leaderboard, dashboard, purchase history. You have a help button and you have a profile button as well. So I'm clicking onto the profile, then settings. In the settings, there are options like we can update the information, the personal information like name, username, mobile number. You can update your email, even you can update your photo as well. But the important thing that is about the password. So as you be like when I'm showing the mail, all right, the system generated password is a little bit lengthy and clumsy. It's difficult to keep in mind, right? Or while copying and pasting, sometimes we'll just select some extra space and it will give the error. So rest of that, once you're done with the first time sign in, you can update your password, whatever password you want as per your choice. You can type that password here. You can again type that here into the confirm new password checkbox. Once this both passwords are going to be match, okay, update password button will be enabled, and then from next time onwards you can utilize that password. Okay, so with the community or leaderboard or purchase state, there is nothing which we need to do, but the dashboard is something which is important part, and in that you are able to see the first option, that is a live session today. So a live session today pop up. There itself you will find your today's session. You can check here FDP on digital marketing 25th May 2026. If you click on this link, you will find the two links. The first one is a Zoom link and second one is a YouTube link. So as per your convenience, okay. So if your system is supporting your good network, yes, you can join the session from the Zoom. If you're facing any difficulties, we are live on YouTube as well. And coming to the questions and answers or query, whatever you have, you can keep posting into the chat box. Our team will take it up. So over the Zoom, you can use the chat box, a normal chat box. Over the YouTube, you can use the live chat option. Okay, in that you can post your queries. Our team will take up that accordingly. Okay, below you are able to see the mark as a present. Okay, so this will not mark your presenting. Okay, so we will be marking presentee, or we are having the separate attendance system. So I will just explain you that as well. So now on the joining the link, clear. So from tomorrow onwards, I'm requesting all the faculty members, please, you can join from the LMS portal. You're not required to link as well. Today you receive an email to join the session, or you got the link, but from tomorrow onwards you can join the session directly from the LMS itself. Then I want to check the recordings of the sessions or agenda of this program, actually what we are going to learn, or I want to access the material, right? So below live session today's pop-up, you are able to see 139 enrolled courses for me. Okay. For you, whatever the courses you enroll, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, that courses will be available on your portal. So in that, as we're starting FDP on digital marketing, I will open that course and you will find a curriculum. a properly planned curriculum. That is the first of all is starting with the agenda. You will get to know that, okay, so for next 5 days, what is the plan from day 1 to day 5. Below that, you will find the attendance and feedback. So, dear faculty members, the important thing about the attendance and feedback, the link will be only active in between 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. for that day only. Today's link will close today only. If tomorrow, suppose on a day 2, you are going to ask me to share the day 1 link, it's not possible because the same day the link will close. To get the certificate of participation for the faculty members only, okay, 60% attendance is mandatory. You have to fill the feedback form slash or attendance form. You can say this is a combined from attendance plus feedback. So 60% attendance is mandatory to get the certificate of participation. So you can just consider that on a daily basis we have to fill this form. If you're not able to access the LMS portal or you are having some trouble for now, so no need to worry. Our team will be sharing the attendance and feedback link in the chat box sharp at 4:30. Okay, or the Zoom and YouTube as well, it will be shared. And just one value added information which I'd like to share with you. Don't use the multiple mail IDs. So we'll have that be like a college mail ID or personal mail ID, personal 1 or 2 or 3 mail IDs. And every day, if we're going to use the different mail ID, it will not reach that attendance percentage. So just humble request, use the one email ID for all 5 days. So which will be helpful to get to the certification. Now coming to the certification, you will be having the query. So after completion of the program, how will get the certificate, from where to download. So once we complete the program, within 8 to 15 working days, you will be receiving that certificate to your mail ID. If your attendance is going to 60 or more than 60%. Now I know there are a few members which already attended the previous program. Yes, so that certification is in progress. If your attendance is more than 60%, yes, you will receive that. No need to worry on that part. So this is important thing about the attendance and feedback. Then live sessions, which I already explained how you can join the session on a daily basis using the Zoom and YouTube. Session recordings or day-wise session recordings will be available here. You can check here day 1 session recording, which is today, that is already added. So day 1 to day 5, all the recordings will be available here. And similarly, material will be also available here itself into the course curriculum. Yeah. So this is how you can access the LMS portal. In the future or now also, if you're going to have any queries, you can keep posting into the chat box or the Zoom and YouTube. Our team will take it up. On top of it, if you have any query, be like after 10 days, 15 days, if you like to ask anything. So here on LMS portal, we have help button. You can drop whatever the problem you're facing or whatever the information you are looking from our side and click on a send query. Our team will get back to you. Yes, so that's all from my end. Thank you so much for listening and happy learning with Excel. Sheetal, over to you.
Thank you, Amar. Now I would like to hand over the session to Ms. Ankita Ma.
Thank you so much, Sheetal. So, yes, good afternoon, everyone. Quickly in the chat box, can we have all the participants? Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Wow, there are a lot of active participants. Good to see. But before we start off with the session, just one small request I have. There is an option to rename yourselves in the meeting. I will just share my screen and show it to you 1 second. I'll just share my screen and I would request all of you to take a minute and please rename yourselves with your name. Please rename yourselves with your name. A lot of you have used the device name, a lot of you have used random names. So please rename yourself. I will just share my screen and show you how you can do it. So this is my screen. And over here, there is an option where, right next to your name in the participants, you have an option where you can rename yourself. So example, I want to rename myself as Ankita. I'm going to change it and that's all. I would request all of you to please go ahead and rename yourselves. If you're having a problem, let me know. I'll help you out. So then it'll be easy for me to address you, or else, it's going to be hard. There are a lot of people who've used device names. Yeah. So please go there and rename yourself. Rename yourself. So when in the meeting, when I'm seeing the participants, your name is going to be there with your name. I will give you a minute to do so. Please go ahead. Yes, I see a lot of them have renamed themselves, but there's still few left. Not in the chat box, faculties, not in the chat box. There is an option right next to your name where you can see yourself in the meeting, right? In the participants, there will be 3 dots. So you click on that, and then there is an option pin or rename. So you go ahead and rename yourself, and please write your name over there. Okay, so now we'll start off the session. So just give me a moment. I'll share my screen and then we can start. Before I share my screen and we start off, I just have one very simple question to ask all the faculties who are present. And of course, the chat box is open for you guys. You can go ahead and respond. So, what is, where did you hear about digital marketing from, or what do you understand about digital marketing? Or rather, why would you want to learn digital marketing? Shushma, sure, I will ask the team to look into it. Yes. So I have a very simple question, like I asked. Where did you hear about digital marketing? Or why would you want to learn digital marketing? And how do you think it's going to benefit you in any way at all? Okay, FB, Facebook, promoting products online, Instagram, newspaper, Amazon. Okay. Facebook, SEO. Yes, SEO is one of the topics we'll be covering. Yes. Anything else? YouTube. Okay. Flipkart. Okay. Okay. So, okay, perfect, perfect. Social media mostly. Yes. Social media platforms, online promotions. We have already have digital marketing in many forms in social media with audio visual mode. This is the digital age where we have to keep ourselves upgrade from social media. Perfect. Absolutely. Yes. So I will tell you a little bit about digital marketing, how this is going to benefit you. Very simple. Every time, there was a very different way of learning much prior, maybe 10 years ago. The learning method was very different from what it is today. 10 years ago, being visible or having a brand was very different from what it is now. Maybe 10 years ago, if I had to open a shop, open a business, I just had to put up a shop, put up a poster, and that would be more than enough, right? Put a poster, put a banner or a hoarding, that would be more than enough. Right now it does not work like that anymore. Let's say you put up a banner, I doubt how many people are even going to look at it. Very simple. Before, let's say, the best way of marketing was in the city center, they would put up a huge banner of, let's say, college admissions or anything. Let's say it is for a college marketing only. They would put up a huge banner in the center of the city, and that would be more than enough. Everybody would see it. This is how it was 5 or 10 years ago, right? Right now, let's say we go with something like that. Do you think it is going to be fruitful? Do you think it's going to be helpful? If I want to market my college admissions, that admissions are open in my college, and I put up a big hoarding, it is not going to be of any use. Reason being, there also in the signal, when there are people stopping on the signal, because there is a red signal, so they're stopping there, that time also nobody is looking around, they are all looking into their phones. The minute they stop their vehicle in the signal for maybe 60 seconds or 90 seconds or 120 seconds, even at that time, the people present there, it could be of any age group. I wouldn't blame just the Gen Z or the young kids. No, any age group, everybody in that 60 seconds removes their phone and starts checking their phone. If it is 90 seconds or 120 seconds, simple, they open a social media platform, they see something, and then they lock their phone and keep it back, right? This is the trend. So when everyone is looking into their own phones and their own social media, it is very important for us also to be visible there as a brand. I am sure you teachers have come across, YouTube teaching as one more thing. On YouTube, there are so many faculties lately. Back then, there were few people who, used to teach on YouTube and who used to teach their concepts on YouTube. There were very few, they were very minimal. Even if they were there, they were not that recognized. Lately, if you could see for 10th, 12th preparations for these, you know, for these competitive exam preparations, especially after 10th, 12th, and all of that, there are so many YouTube channels, there are so many YouTube teachers who are teaching all of this, who are teaching different things. So let's say you are somebody who is a part of, institution and all of that. Your experience, your experience really adds up, right? So let's say you go out there on social media and then you try to go ahead and teach, or then you try to go ahead and establish your own small business. This digital marketing training is going to help you pave that path for yourselves. Not just that, with a lot of teachers I have seen, you always want to do something more as well. Example, you have your teaching career on point, you want to have your own small business. This business could be anything. This business could be based on some skill you have. This business could be based on some something you have learned in the past that has never been of, that you have never applied in your career, or it could be anything of that sort. So it is very important for you to actually have a platform to exhibit that particular skill of yours also. Or let's say you want to start your own business, of a small business where you handicraft something and you put it out there and things like that. Then this digital marketing training is going to help you with that as well, and it is going to help you to start a small business from scratch, from having zero followers. When you have zero followers, nobody knows you, nobody knows what you're selling. Maybe there are a couple of 2 3 people that are following you, which is again your family members. That is all. So when you are in a state like that, and then you still want to go ahead and start your entrepreneurship or anything of that sort, this training is going to help you with that also. When the students are getting so digital lately, anything you ask the student, there are hardly students that are actually going to yeah, there are hardly students that are actually going to use their efforts and get a certain answer to you. It's mostly students have become digitally so smart that they just stick to their digital answers that they get. Example, you ask them for any PPT, you ask them for any information. Very simple, they just go use an AI tool, get that particular information. You ask them to create anything, they go ahead and do that. So that is something, when students are doing this, it is very important for the teachers also to know, or for the faculties also to know, that how this is happening. Not just that, in your teaching, in your entire career, I'm sure there are a lot of times where you have to go ahead and exhibit yourself. It could be for a college event, it could be you are a guest lecturer somewhere, it could be a guest lecturer somewhere, it could be for a different department in the same campus. There are various things. So that time, how do you exhibit yourself, right? So in digital marketing, it is somewhere about marketing, and marketing is not always just selling or speaking about a product. It is way beyond that. Marketing is not just based on product. It is not product, it is also services. There are various things that come under that. Marketing is not necessary only and only required. Let's say I am selling a product. Example, as right now, I am not selling any product. I do not, that does not mean I do not require marketing. I am in the education industry. People need to know what I do, how I go about it, what are the topics I cover, what are my specializations. These are things. If I want new opportunities, I need to be out there. If I am comfortable and happy with where I am, there is no requirement of exploring new opportunities. And in the market, especially for educators, there are new opportunities almost every day. For you to be away, I mean, for you to be accessible to those opportunities, first you need to be out there. right? People need to know that this is what you do, or how your teaching career has been, what all do you teach on, what all are your expertise, what are all your researches on, what are you future, like what is your future plan of, with your education and things like that. Simple LinkedIn. Now I want an honest answer. How many faculties actually have LinkedIn, and they are well up to date on their LinkedIn profiles? Just yes or no in the chat box would do. Yes, two. I have one. Okay, having an account is a different thing. Being up to date on it is another different thing. So, how many teachers or faculties are up to date on their LinkedIn account? As in, it is how we have our Facebook or Instagram. Every time we go on a trip, every time we have some Diwali or Holi or anything at home, we post our pictures on time. So, how many of them like this are about their professional life on LinkedIn? I'm sure that it's 4 months not updated. Okay, I'm sure there's a very small number of people. Having an account, I'm sure most of you have it, but being updated on your LinkedIn account is very few. And LinkedIn is something. Yes, you are using it for training and placements. Yes. LinkedIn is something where you actually put yourself out professionally on Instagram or, on Facebook. What do? We put out our social life, our personal life, social life, basically, where, our traveling comes, a little bit about the food we eat comes, or the places we visit, a little bit about family, a little bit about, what are the festivals we celebrate, and a few posts. Example, there is some campaign going on. Example, the neat thing that had happened recently. So your views about it and things like that, you put it out there. Okay. But otherwise, there are very few things. Yeah. So that is what we put out on Instagram. Whereas when you come to LinkedIn, same thing you are required to do there for your professional career. To have your professional career, for people to know who you are professionally, it is very important to have your LinkedIn. And that is somewhere which is the best place to market yourselves. Because let's say tomorrow you're planning for a career switch. For example, you are planning to move from a certain institution to another institution, or from education, as in, being a faculty or something in a college, moving to a different thing, which is something into education itself. It is very important for you to have something beyond just your resume. So, all of these things we will be learning in the training. So, before we go ahead, is there something that you want to learn, like you want me to include in this training? Definitely LinkedIn. Seeing the response, one full day I will dedicate it only and only for LinkedIn, where I will help the teachers, one, to build their account, second, to maintain that account throughout. Even after this training, you will be able to maintain this account, where you can either see what is happening with the other faculties or educators, or you can see what is happening in other colleges, also what is happening with your education, with your career as an educator. That also will be out there. So, is there anything else the teachers, faculties, everybody in the meeting would want me to include? This is just an overview, or this is just a small, brief about what we'll be doing. So, let's say you really want to learn something as a part of this program. You can come to the chat box and let me know. The chat box is open for all of you. If there is anything else that you would like to learn. Okay, nothing at all. Yes, this is digital marketing for small businesses. Sagira, I think you are a student of my previous class. Yes. It's basically how digital marketing helps entrepreneurship. Trends in digital marketing. Okay, we'll cover that. We wish to use it for admission. Perfect. We can use it for that as well. I will cover that as well in this. Anything else? AI, startup leveraging small businesses. Okay, perfect. Yes, we will learn about digital marketing through this. Yes, we can use this for our innovative projects. Perfect. Okay. I will just share my screen and a little bit about marketing and all of that. We will get to know what happens, how it goes. Just a moment, everyone. Just a second. Yes, I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Just a yes in the chat box would do. Is the screen visible, guys? Screen is not visible. Okay, it is visible. Yes. Okay, perfect. The screen is visible. Okay. So this is about the digital marketing, the plan and strategies that we're going to have. But before we start off, first thing we need to understand is what is marketing. Before we get into digital marketing, what actually is marketing and how marketing helps us. What is marketing is what we need to understand. So basically, one second. Yeah. So, marketing is a fundamental business function that focuses on identifying customer needs and delivering values. Usually, we confuse between what is marketing and what is sales. Marketing and sales are two different things. Okay. Marketing is where we are saying that this is the product. If you require it, you can go ahead and use this product, purchase this product. Sales is where you are giving offers and offers where, go ahead and buy this product. If you're not willing to buy, I'm going to reduce and get the offer to, maybe a 20% off and then a 30% off and then a 40% off. And then you're going on and on. So that is sales. Marketing is different. Marketing is where what you are talking about is there is a product, you can go ahead and come come buy this product only if you require it. You are going to make a need for that product and then people are going to buy it. Example, I am selling a digital marketing course to the students all across India. I want students to learn digital marketing. How do I go ahead and do it? I'm not going to tell them that I am going to conduct this course, come pay so much money and go ahead and do it. No. What we're actually going to do is very simple. First, we are going to make them aware that this is what digital marketing does. We're going to make it a trend all over all over the city or all over. Then people would want to know that, what is digital marketing, and then they would go ahead and avail the facility I'm providing, which is going ahead and enrolling in the course that I'm providing. So basically, in sales, this is the very simple and apt difference. In sales, it is we are asking them to come purchase our product, whereas in marketing, we're just letting them know that this is our product and this is what it does. Nothing more than that. So marketing is not always only for a product. Sales is also again not only for a product, and marketing is definitely not just for a product. It could be for a service as well. Example, me as a trainer, right? People need to know that these are the topics I train on. This is what I do. This is my training. These are the places I have trained in. This is my feedback from the students that I have. So for me to have uh, that little bit or have that recognition in the market is very important for my career, because only then am I going to get new opportunities and better opportunities to go ahead and put my skills to application. So what does marketing do? It understands customer behavior. It creates useful products and services. Understanding customer behavior, very simple. When I am selling or when I am talking about one product to faculties and to students itself, there itself it is going to be different. It is not the same when I am referring to a Gen Z crowd and when I am referring to maybe a millennial crowd or a crowd which is 30 years plus. That time, based on the customer, the way I am talking or exhibiting my product or my services need to change. Next, communicating value effectively, ensuring customer satisfaction. These are the steps in your marketing where the first thing is we understand the behavior. The second thing is we give products which are useful to them. Example, to a Gen Z crowd, I can give few products which is of no use to people who are 30 plus years old, right? Or let's say there is a product that I'm selling to you, which is of no use selling it to the Gen Z crowd. So we need to understand this particular product is going to be used by whom. Example, a very common home business that is run in Bangalore. So I basically live in Bangalore, and a very common business that is running currently in Bangalore, especially by, either homemakers or people, women who have been working. What they do is they have a business of, they have a cloud kitchen at home. So cloud kitchen, basically what they do is they cook home cooked food and they put it out on, on Instagram or social media. And it has become very famous across all these tech parks and big, big institutions. I am sure you're aware of it. Have you heard of something like this? The chat box is open. You can quickly come say yes, no. Yes, okay. Yes. So this is a very common business that is started, especially in Bangalore, because maximum people coming to Bangalore, what happens is they come from different parts of the country to actually either study or work or be in the corporate or, as a student. So what people usually do, or what women, they have started a new business of where they have homely cooked food sent to them. And, there are basically having a small cloud restaurant in your house itself. So where there is no dine-in facility, there is only delivery facility. Now, this is where this is running in a city like Bangalore. Why? Because there are a lot of people coming from outside Bangalore who miss home food. And, obviously restaurants can never deliver that taste. So then there is a place for all of this. But example, we go to a place where there are very less outsiders coming to that place. Over there or in a city like that, something like this running might not make sense. Example, the outskirts of Bangalore, I mean, the outskirts of Karnataka, where there are not many institutions or there are not many corporate companies. So there are a very few, outsiders coming in there. So over there, a business running like this will not make sense. So basically, your business, you need to know what your business in is and who your target audience is, what you are targeting, who you are targeting, and then running it is going to make sense. The next thing is communicating value effectively. We always say this one thing where knowing or having your knowledge is one thing, communicating that particular knowledge or that particular skill is another thing. Simple. I could have all the knowledge about digital marketing, but if I do not have my communication skills on point where I cannot explain things, where I cannot explain my product, or I cannot explain about digital marketing or about the service I provide, there is no use of that service because people will not be able to understand itself. So then there is no point. So communication is also a very, very important role in your marketing. The way you communicate, right? And in this training, I will cover one more topic, which is your personal branding. Okay. What is, yes, the 4 P's of marketing also I will be moving to. So there is one more thing, which is your personal branding. You as a person, right? You must have seen sometimes when you dress up a certain way, when you carry yourself a certain way, you enter a certain room, it definitely creates a difference. That is called a personal branding. You could be on any position, you could be on any tier city, you could be in any college, any position. There is something called as personal branding, which we as educators really need to focus on. So that is one more thing that I will be covering in this particular training, where as an educator, how you want people to perceive you, like when you walk into a room and nobody knows anything about you, how you want people to perceive you, that how do you build that, how do you build that personal brand of yours is also something we'll be look into. Next thing, ensuring customer satisfaction in marketing. I will tell you why it is very important. The best example is our Ola scooters. Has everyone heard of Ola scooter? A yes or no quickly in the chat box. Ola scooters, the electric scooters. Yes, you have one. Okay, so I think Azam Khan, since you have one, is there any issue that you're facing with your Ola scooter? If there is an issue, what is the biggest issue? Do you regret buying that scooter or purchasing that scooter? Issue of servicing. Perfect. This is the answer I was looking for. Yes. Okay, so I will tell you something about ensuring the feedback link will be shared only at 4:30. So at 4:30 you can enroll. Until then, sorry, at 4:30 you can access that link, and it will be shared in the chat box itself, and I will also inform you about it. And I will give you a moment to fill that link. So it'll be at 4:30. Sometimes the stop is in the middle of the road. Absolutely, yes. So when electric scooters was launched by Ola, it was all over the internet. Every second person wanted to buy it, and the timing, that time the fuel price had just increased drastically. And that is when the Ola scooter launch had happened. Exactly that particular week. In the same week, the price had increased, the fuel prices, petrol prices had increased. And in the same week, the Ola scooter was launched. And when it was launched, that time also, it was all over the market. I think how many purchases have been made of this Ola scooter was insane. It was to another level. So much purchase within such less period of time did not happen with any other brand. Why this happened? Because of their marketing. Because of one, which was, the way they exhibited Ola as a brand. The fact that they used Ola term, which is a very well trusted brand already. Ola is something we all use, right? Ola is something where we all trust, right? Under that brand there was a scooter in launched, and how they spoke about it is going to be very eco, like, it's going to be good for the environment, it is going to be good for your pockets and various other things, right? Then it was launched and there were a lot of purchases, people bought it. Not just that, even after that, there were a few issues, but people still kept buying it. The purchase rate did not decrease. When did it actually decrease? It decreased when people wanted to give their vehicle for service and there are no service centers for Ola scooters. Are you all aware about this? I'm sure people with Ola scooters are aware. They rushed to expand the market but failed to build proper servicing centers. They also opted to cut the distribution ship. Absolutely. They do not have service centers. So when I am saying that you purchase certain product from me, let's say there is a problem in that product, you should be able to come to me for service. Ola never actually launched there or never actually had service centers at all. So when people started having issues, maybe, because of their mistake or the brand's mistake or whatever it is, that is when all the chaos started, and that is when Ola scooters went down, the brand went down. Lately, I don't think there is anybody who would want to go ahead and buy an Ola scooter, because very simple, the scooter, the issue with, the service centers. That is why it went down. So when we are talking about a product, it is also very important that once my product is sold, right? What are the people saying about my product? Example, Ola scooters. The product is sold, the product is great. But what are people saying about it? Are they liking it? Are they liking the after, after the sale of the product, the aftercare, the customer, what they want? Is that being served? If that is not being served, the brand will never make it. Very important that once the product is sold, we also still need to have a good image with that particular customer. Okay, moving to the next thing. Importance of marketing. What does marketing actually help us with? It helps business reach their target audience. Example, I am selling a certain product. Okay, I do not know which audience is liking my product, which audience is not liking my product. So with digital marketing, you will get to know that. How? I will tell you. Simple. Sometime back when I gave the example of a banner in the center of the city, let's say in the center of the city where there is most traffic, there you put up a banner that admission open in XYZ college. Okay, how many people are going to see it? Who is going to see it? We have no idea. We do not know at all. And who do we want this poster to be visible to? We want it to be visible to one, the students who want to take admission, and second, their parents. Other than that, I don't think we're interested in anybody else looking or not looking at that particular banner. But when you go ahead with a banner and putting it out there like that, it is very difficult to understand who is seeing it, who is not seeing it. But target audience, let's say you know that your audience is only students. Where are students mostly present? They are present on social media platforms, which is their Instagram. Let's say you move towards parents. You want the parents to know. Where are parents most available? They are either available on Facebook or they are available on Instagram to a certain extent, right? So these are the social media platforms that they use. So these are the things you will get to know how you can find out your target audience. When you are selling your product, it is very important for you to know who you are selling it to. Example, if you are a college in the tier 1 city and you want to introduce your college in the tier 2 city as well, right? Simple, with the same price in the tier 2 city, it is not going to work out. Why? Because they will not be able to afford the fees, or they will not be able to understand the facilities or the importance of these facilities that are provided, or tier 3 for that matter. So based on your audience, based on where you are, it is very important to figure out where you are and then target students in that particular way, or then target your clients or customers in that particular way. Next thing, it creates awareness about products and services. Absolutely. In Bangalore city itself, I can give you an example. There are n number of schools and n number of colleges. I think every every locality kind of thing that you could say, or every locality has at least one school or one college, something related to education is there everywhere. But are they all recognized by all over the people of Bangalore? No. What is required is not just having a business. They might have a school, they might have a college, they might have a shop, they might have a business. But what is important is for people to know about that business. I could open a shop and sit anywhere. But what is the point when people do not understand or do not know that I am running a business and this is what my business does? So basically, with your marketing, you can make people aware. Not just that, I will tell you one more thing. There are a lot of teachers, okay, educators that I have come across who have absolutely, like, who have a lot of knowledge about entrepreneurship, about communication, and various other things related to this, which is not a part of the curriculum. Basically, very less colleges, especially in terms of degree colleges, I would say, there are very few colleges that offer or that speak about entrepreneurship to the students. Very few colleges that I have come across. And I also happen to meet a lot of teachers, a lot of educators who have a lot of knowledge about entrepreneurship, who can help you, who can guide you with that path. Let's say you want to start something of your own, guidance is something which is very important, right? So that time it is very, very important for you to have that particular guidance from a person who has been in that industry. Now, through your marketing, you can let people know about this. So you could be a faculty of one college, and you can also, since you have the knowledge of how communication is important or what entrepreneurship brings to the college, to the students, you can also go ahead and have guest lectures or workshops or various things about this in different colleges, in different institutions, in different corporate companies, and all of that. So basically, with your teaching career, you also have your own career where it is about your experience. Obviously, with teachers, something that we all admire of is the experience they've had. They have experience of how many years in various domains. That adds on a lot to the industry, where the young educators might have a lot of knowledge about the subject, but the experience that the faculties basically have about the subject is very different from this. So let's say you go ahead and market that, it is going to open a lot of new opportunities for the teachers. Next thing is building customer relationships. Simple. Through your marketing itself, you can build that relationship with your clients or your customers. Once you build that relationship with your clients and customers, you're going to have a bigger network. And obviously, having a bigger network is going to benefit you some or the other day in some or the other way. Next thing, it drives sales and revenue. Very simple. End of the day, why marketing is important or all of that? Simple. When we are running a business or when we are providing a service, end of the day, you require the revenue to be generated. It needs to make money. So through your marketing is just also going to help you in making that money. Yes. Now, like sometime back, I said the difference between sales and marketing. What is marketing? What is sales? Simple. Marketing focuses on understanding the customer needs and creating value. Selling focuses on pushing products to generate revenue. Marketing is also an indirect way of generating revenue and it is a long term thing. Whereas with sales, it is not long term, it is just on the spot thing and it is simple. You sell the product and you generate revenue. Nothing more than that. Whereas in marketing, you are not just selling a product, you are building that relationship with a brand. Example, I might have never been to the brand called Haldirams. There is a brand, restaurant chain called Haldirams. Let's say I've never been to that particular brand, but I know about that brand, and anybody who asks me, I would suggest yes, it is a very clean, hygienic place. You can go there. I have never been there, but through their marketing, I know that it is a good brand. I know it is clean. I know it is pure veg. It is very healthy. So you can go there. It is somewhere where I would suggest anybody to go. So that is because of their marketing. Whereas sales is only if they've made a purchase, only if I've made a purchase with that brand, they will know me, I will know them. Correct? Moving to the next thing, which is very, very important, the 4 P's of marketing. Very important thing. First, how to market the brand in a better way. Yes, that is something that we will be covering also through your digital marketing, how you can be covering marketing a brand. But first, we need to understand what is marketing, right? So that we need to understand, and then we will be figuring how to market a brand in a better way as well. First thing in your 4 P's is the product. What are you actually offering? Is it a product? Is it a service? What actually it is? Misleading is something which is very common in marketing. Example, it is very wrong to mislead your customers or your clients. What you are offering is exactly what they should understand. If I am very simple example, if I am offering them a water bottle, okay, which I am claiming is an alkaline water bottle, that's why it is 90 rupees. Water bottle for half liter is how much? Usually 10. So based on the minerals or the alkaline part of this water bottle, I'm selling it for 90 rupees. I need to understand what is this product? Why will people buy alkaline water? Will they buy or not? So understanding my own product, basically, what is the benefits of drinking alkaline water? What happens? It is better for your immunity. It is better for your skin. It is better for, detoxing your body. Alkaline water is much better. So first I need to understand what my product is about and what is it different from the rest of the product. That's the first thing. Moving to next, cost, the price, very, very important. Why do we not? We all know that alkaline water is much better than normal water, but why do we not go for it? Because normal water is hardly 10 rupees for half liter, alkaline water is a minimum of 90 rupees for half liter. So simple, the price point is also not going to match. But the same alkaline water, if I put it up in a five-star restaurant or if I put it up in a restaurant where the minimum bill of people is 2,000, 3,000 rupees, then selling of this is going to be possible. And also where there are health conscious people. Example, the organic marts and all of that, where you get only organic fruits and vegetables. There, me selling this alkaline water is going to make sense. But let's say a normal shop in the highway that which sells chips and chocolates and biscuits, over there selling a 90 rupees water bottle is not going to make sense. Next thing, the place. Like I said, where am I selling it? If I'm selling it in an amazing five-star restaurant, then perfect. Same thing if I'm selling it in the highway, roadside, nobody's even going to buy this bottle. So your place where you're selling the product also matters. The next thing, promotion. Where your digital marketing comes. Yes, Kangen water, somebody said it. Yes. Now, coming to where does coming to where does a Kangen water machine. Yeah. I would please request you to rename yourselves, everyone, with your actual names. Yes. Coming to the promotion. Okay. How it is advertised. Promotion, basically, the way I am putting, example, this product is a water bottle, which is alkaline water. How am I presenting it to my audience is also very important. That is what we can do through digital marketing. The product, the way people are going to understand about that product. Simple, I know that digital marketing is very important. I know, right? But how important it is for students or faculties to learn That is something that I can do through my promotions. That is something which I can do through social media, I can do through LinkedIn. Example, you are somebody who can speak about entrepreneurship, who can provide guidance to young minds about entrepreneurship. Okay. So that, how do you make it heard to the other colleges and all of that? Advertisements is only one activity of promotion. Yes, that is a traditional method. I will get to that. You will understand about the advertisements also, how lately advertisements work in a very different way from how it was before. So basically, promotion is how you make people see your brand. Okay. Now, this is where we come to the two types of marketing. One is your traditional marketing, the other is your digital marketing. Let's understand traditional marketing. What is traditional marketing? This is something that we have seen while growing up. First, television advertisements. Back in the day, something which was very common was television advertisements. If it could be real estate, if it could be clothing, if it could be food, it could be any home accessories, it could be any utilities at home, whatever it was, everything was only through your advertisements. Mainly on TV, whatever advertisements we would see, we would go ahead and purchase those products itself. Coming to the next thing, you newspaper ads, right? Back in the day, okay, everyone please help me, you can come to the chat box and answer. What are the ads that you used to see on newspaper? Have you ever used a newspaper to see an ad? Traditional marketing examples are television advertisements, newspaper advertisements, radio commercials. Yeah. So please come and tell me, what are the advertisements that you have seen on newspaper? What are the advertisements that you have? Real estate, very common. Yes. Now ads are in social media. Perfect. But now we're talking about our traditional marketing. So what are the advertisements that you have seen on newspapers? Very rightly said, Shushma. Admissions. Yes. Real estate, automobiles, perfect. Dr. Anita, yes, perfect. Automobiles, most common. About shopping malls, also, yes. Schools, real estate, hospital checkups, yes. Very, very important. Hospital checkups, jewelry, alcohol, okay. Electronics, automobiles, rent, yes, real estate, basically. Perfect, perfect. Yes, these are all the advertisements that we have seen on the newspaper. And back in the day, if we wanted to get to know about exams also, yes, perfect. About shoes, clothing, yes, yes. Good job, good job. So about all of this, we have seen on newspapers. Now moving to the radio commercials. How many of you, I'm sure many of you have used radio, heard about radio. What were the ads that you would listen to on your radio? Coca-Cola ad was on the radio, I am unaware. Insurance ad was on the radio, I am aware. Judiciary notices was on the radio, absolutely. What else on the radio? Podcasts, okay. Here I'm talking about advertisements only. What are the kind of advertisements you've heard on radio? Jewelry, FMCG, live events. Yes, even the event announcements used to happen on radios itself. Example, so and so is coming to so and so city or so and so college. Yes. Sari shops advertisement was on radio. Restaurants was on radio. Yes. Cricket also, yes. If there was IPL or something coming, it was on the radio. Health checkup, admissions, perfect. Now coming to billboards and banners. What are the kind of advertisements you have seen on billboards and banners? Local shop marketing was very available on radio because it was much cheaper compared to the rest. Schools, automobiles, school admissions, soft drinks. Perfect. Yes. So we are all aware about back in the day when, example, very simple, I will tell you, real estate, specially, which I have used in my own life. So, real estate is something that me and my family figured through, our marketing itself. Yes, somebody, Bhagwan Singh, you have asked about 7 P's. So there are basically only 4 P's, under which there are sub branches that exist. But when we're talking about marketing, even today, we rely on the 4 P's itself, nothing more than that. Yes, somebody has spoken about plot sales. Yeah, absolutely. Plot sales, the only mode of real estate, at least that I know, was through newspapers and through billboards. There was no other way you could go ahead and market yourself. Service marketing is different from digital marketing. Here we are talking about digital marketing. Yeah, matrimony also. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So this is where your entire, marketing, traditional marketing relied on. Now, when we move to the next thing, just a second. Yeah, our difference between our traditional marketing and digital marketing. Just one second. Just a second, everyone. Yes. Coming back to our what is digital marketing and what it does. Okay. So basically, digital marketing is the evolution of traditional marketing using modern technologies. It uses the internet and electronic devices to promote products and services. Back in the day, traditional marketing was the only form of marketing. Right now, it is evolving towards digital marketing. Definitely, there is still a space for traditional marketing, but a part of it mostly is taken over by digital marketing. Traditional marketing is more about push. Perfectly said, Naveen, in the meeting. Yes. Digital marketing is more about where you are pushing the product to the candidate. You are telling, or the client, you are telling, this is my product, see it, look at it, buy it, purchase it. Whereas digital marketing is where you're telling, this is my product, and you're pulling. So the customer is getting pulled towards you. You are not pushing the product to them, you are not forcing them to buy it. The customer itself is getting pulled towards you. Now, coming to the difference between our traditional marketing and digital marketing. First thing, traditional marketing was offline platform, digital marketing is online platform. Next, traditional marketing was broad audience. Like I said, you would never know that who is actually seeing your banner, who is not seeing your banner. When I put up a banner on the road, I do not know that is it the young people who are seeing it? Is it the old people who are seeing it? I will not have a definite answer. Whereas in digital marketing, I will tell you how you will know exactly who is seeing your content. Simple. When you go ahead and see your target audience, right? Digital marketing have target audience. Yes. When you go and see on your example with your stories, right? In your stories, you can see who, if you've put a story on Instagram, you can see who actually saw your story. If you put a post on your Instagram, you can see who liked your post. Let's say I put a banner and my photo on it. I will not know who liked it, who disliked it, right? But in digital marketing, you will same thing. In digital marketing, you'll get to know all of that. In traditional marketing, you will not get to know. Next, traditional marketing was very expensive. Even to run an ad, if somebody could tell what was the normal price if you have to put up a billboard in the center of the city, if I have to put up one billboard in the center of the city, what is the price? Any idea? Anybody in the meeting? I am unaware about the price. I know it is different from location to location, but what is the approximate price? Okay, 20K per month. Okay. So this is pretty expensive, right? 3 lakhs. Is that for a month? I guess per month. Okay. So it is that expensive. Example, there is admissions open in my college, close to 1 lakh, depend on the size of the city, 20 lakhs per year in center of the city. Oh my God. This is a lot of money, right? So what happens is, okay, guys, just everyone, there is a attendance link put up on the chat box. Please open the chat box and fill that link. I will pause for a minute, and the rest of them, after a minute, you can start responding on the chat box. There is a link that is put up. Please go ahead and fill that link. That is your attendance link. Yes. Perfect. Everyone just go fill that link first. Everyone. There is a link in the chat box. There is a Google Form link. Once you click on that link, you will be able to fill your attendance. That is itself your attendance. Everyone, please make sure you're filling that. It is not visible. Okay, can we put up the link again? Shushmita, can we just, yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is the link. Everyone, please go ahead and fill this link. This is your attendance link. Okay, we will resume the class now. So like I said about, your banner, it was costing you 20 lakhs, 1 lakhs, 20,000 and a lot of money. Whereas let's say I want to market that a college admissions are open on Instagram. You would not require more than a 500 or a 1,000. If you want, example, 1,000 people to know that there is admissions open in your college, you would not require more than 500 rupees to do so. And these 1,000 students, you can choose that these 1,000 students should be students of age group between 18 to 21. I can select that also, and they will be able to see my admission open poster. Whereas in traditional method, there is no option to do this. Whereas in your digital marketing, there is an option to do this where admissions open post will be only visible to people between 18 to 21 age group. I mean, it will be visible to the others also, but I want 1,000 students between 18 to 21 age group to see that poster and it will be visible. That is the power of digital marketing. Next thing, hard to measure. Traditional marketing is very hard. In the form, Delhi state is missing. Okay. Shushmita, if you could just help them out with that.
That's okay. They can just select any of a state.
Yeah. You can select any other city and you can go ahead. Not a problem. Yeah. So moving to the next thing, hard to measure, easy to measure. Basically, when I am marketing my brand, example, I am spending money and, putting a poster. I need to know that through this poster, how many admissions I have got. I may or may not get to know, right? Example, in the city center, I've put admission. Now there are 10 people who have come to admission in my college. I am not going to ask them that, did you hear about me from the poster or how did you hear about me? We do not ask them that, right? So that is why it's very difficult to understand that from the poster how many people have come, from because my college fees is less, how many people have come. We cannot find out all of that. Whereas in digital marketing, you will be able to find out all of that. Next thing, traditional marketing feedback is very, very slow. Example, you're running an ad and your ad does not look nice. By the time you realize your ad does not look nice, that 1 month, the time period that you had hired to put the banner up, that 1 month is over. You'll have to again pay and then go ahead. Whereas with digital marketing, it is instant feedback. Simple. I have put a poster on Instagram. I made a spelling mistake. Within 5 seconds, there will be a comment. Whereas, let's say there is a spelling mistake and I have put up a banner in the city center. Removing that banner and putting up a new banner with the corrected spelling, do you know how difficult that is going to be? So basically, your feedback also in digital marketing is much faster than your traditional marketing. Editor can add anything anytime in Google Forms. It gets reflected. Yes. Attendance, please. It is in the chat box. The Delhi might not feel good for this. I'm really sorry about it, sir. We will look into it. I don't know what is the problem. I'm sure it was there. I don't know, something's wrong. We will definitely look into it, sir. Really sorry about that. I hope everybody from Delhi does not feel bad about this. It's just an error from our side. We will rectify it. You were unable to get the link. Okay, just 1 second. Yeah, the link is put up again. Yeah, somebody's raised their hand. You can please come on the chat box and let me know. This is the attendance link. You can go ahead and fill it. Yeah. Now, moving to the next thing. What are the things that are included in digital marketing? These are the 4 things that we're going to be including in this entire training. First is your search engine. All the faculties, just one question. What are search engines and what are the examples that you would like to give for search engine? What is a search engine? All the technical people in the meeting. What is a search engine or example of any search engine? Keywords, Chrome, Safari, perfect. Google search engine, yes, perfect, 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 wonderful. Gemini, Firefox, Google, these are search engines where you can go binge also, yes. So yeah, example, Google's is Google Chrome, right? Then you have something for Yahoo, then you have something for Microsoft, you have various, for Apple, you have Safari. So these are search engines, right? So how to get your brand on top over there? I'll ask you a very simple question, okay? Very simple question. Assume you are in the city Bangalore, okay? Assume you are in the city Bangalore. Now, in Bangalore, I am searching the best college in Bangalore. Okay. I am asking for what is the best college in Bangalore to do engineering, for example. Best college in Bangalore to do engineering. The colleges that are going to come. So as soon as I click on enter, there are few colleges that are going to come. What basis do you think these colleges are going to come on? On what basis? I will show you one second. Okay. I'll show you something. I will go to search. Okay. I will search for best engineering colleges in Bangalore. Right? So you can see there are few colleges that are coming here, but that is from Gemini. Yeah, coming to this. This is coming because of your AI. So let's say we skip that. This is what is coming. This is the first college. This is the second college. This is the third college. Now, honest answers. How do you think this college is coming over here? Is it because the college is actually the best, or on what basis is it coming? On what basis do you think these colleges are coming there? Reviews? No, actually, the college is coming there based on SEO, which is your search engine part that we're going to be covering in this training. Perfect. Yes, it is coming there because of SEO, which I will be teaching you how to go ahead with. So basically, what happens is, depending on the keywords and depending on the SEO of their SEO is search engine optimization. Based on that, if you are typing which is the best restaurant in Bangalore, whatever is coming on top, it's not actually the best restaurant. Simple. If I have to check about the best colleges in Bangalore, there are various colleges which are affiliated with IITs, NITs, and many places like that. Yeah, the algorithm of the Google or algorithm of that particular search engine, there we add keywords. Based on that, your college comes on top or comes down. It has nothing to actually do with how good the college is or how good the ranking is. No, it is simple. Your SEO. If your SEO is good, your college is going to come in the best colleges of Bangalore. If your SEO is not good, it is going to come down. Simple. Next thing, social media. I am sure you are aware that lately, the reason students wants to nowadays, before it was, at least with me, it was my parents decided which college I should be studying in. But today's generation is not like that anymore. The students decide which college they want to go to, right? Everybody agrees in the meeting. It's mostly the students decide which college they want to go to, and it's no more the parents. Back in the day, it was the parents who used to say that, this is a nice college, my friend's son also studies here, you also study here. Now it is no more like that. Now it is the students tell that my friends are joining here, and this is there in that college. I want to do engineering, this college has engineering, put me in this college. That is what is happening now. Where do students spend most of their time? On social media, right? So through social media, they get to hear about a college. It is maybe based on the college events. It is maybe based on, different activities organized in that college that students want to join that college. So let's say you are somebody who wants to boost your college admissions also. Students need to like your college. And for students to like your college, they need to be aware about what is happening in the college. Every college, I am not saying that only one college organizes events and the rest of them don't. No. Every college organizes events. Every college has a good amount of budget just for the events. But there are only few colleges that make that space in the students' heart. Why? Because when they organize an event, that event is all over the Instagram in that city. In Bangalore, there are few colleges. Every time there is an event in that college, it is all over the internet. All over. Everybody is talking about it, right? That is because of their social media presence. Correct? So that is something which is very important, not just in college perspective. Simple, as a faculty, you are, you teach students about entrepreneurship as well. Now, where will you teach them this? Simple. If you want people to know that you are somebody who is an entrepreneur, who teaches about entrepreneur, then social media is the right platform for you. Not just that, as faculties, they do have a lot of hidden talent. Only thing they lack is a platform. Social media gives platform to everybody to exhibit their particular skill. Social media is the place where any skill you have, it is related to education, it is related to entertainment, it is related to cooking, it is related to anything, any idea, anything that you've grown up seeing, anything about your experience, whatever it is. Social media is the platform which gives every person a platform to exhibit about themselves. And just that Gen Z crowd is using it to the fullest. A little older than that, the crowd is maybe, still unaware about how to use it and unaware about how it is going to benefit them. That is why they are not using social media like that. Social media is not a bad thing. Simple. Using it in the right way, it is a blessing for each and everyone. Simple, neat exam, right? Something like this happening. How do we all know about it? Do we have people associated with the entire thing? No. How do we all? Okay, everybody knows about NEET, what just happened, right? How does everybody know about it? Honest answer I want. How do you know what happened? What went wrong with the NEET exam? How does everyone know about it? Through social media. Yes, through media, through Instagram, social media, through YouTube, through social media. Yes, perfect, perfect. We all know about it through social media only. Simple, this has happened in some city, right? Example, I live in Bangalore. So wherever the issue has happened, I am very away from that city. And I do not have anybody in my family currently this particular year who is writing NEET exam, nor am I training students who are appearing for NEET exam. But I still know about each and everything that has happened. How? Because of social media. It was all over social media. I know exactly in which states it has gone wrong. I know exactly what is the problem. I know from trusted sources. All of this is through your social media itself, right? So that is the importance of social media. Social media is a blessing. It is just that people are misusing it for various things, and that is where it is. And they are not managing time. Social media with the right amount of usage is great. If you are somebody who's scrolling just through random reels and all of that for 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, then definitely social media is bad for you. But if you manage your time and spend correct amount of time on social media, it is a blessing. If you're using it for the right reasons, is a blessing. Yes, the cockroach party, which is all over the internet right now, all over the internet, something about that was called for the Gen Z crowd, the youth of this nation was called something, and it has become a campaign for all the students. Social media gives a voice to each and everybody. If something is going wrong, if something is going right, social media is that platform where you can go and talk about it, where you can go and address it. If you have a skill that you never had a place to exhibit, simple, communication is a great skill that you have, or some knowledge or some experience you have gained through these years. You do not have any platform, you do not have anybody to listen to it. Simple, you put it up on social media, the amount of love that you're going to get for that is going to be immense. As a faculty, the amount of difficulties or hardships that faculties face during the start of their career to the mid of their career until they are settled. Once they are settled, also, what are the difficulties that faculties have to face? I'm sure very less people are aware about it. So going on social media and, creating awareness about this is also something that you could look into. And of course, we all know social media is one of the best platforms to make money as well. We know so many YouTubers, we know so many content creators. Their only source of income is social media. So they put up their content on YouTube or Instagram and they make money because there are people who like their content, who want to watch their content. Those people spend time on Instagram, and Instagram pays these content creators. So social media is also one of the platforms where you can build your career and generate money, right? Moving to the next thing, websites. Again, websites is another part of your digital marketing where I will also tell you in, a small AI tool I will introduce you to for websites, where how you can go ahead and create your website, what your website should look like. Because simple, when I am saying that I am a trainer at XLR or XLR is providing you this or that, the first thing, what will you do? Go and see their website. So website also needs to be on point. It needs to be apt. So how do you go about that? Also, we will be covering. Next thing, your emails. These are the four main things. Emails. Emails is to stay in touch with the customer or to stay in touch with the client. You keep have to there are continuous reminders that are sent. It could be about admissions or it could be about an event. So to stay in touch with your customer or client, it is very important to have your emails. So these are the four ways for your digital marketing. Okay. Moving to the next thing where digital marketing has been very, very effective. First is your e-commerce websites. E-commerce websites is where YouTube paid 21,000 crores in the last 3 years to content creators. Absolutely. Yes. Social media is a great platform to make money as well. Now, coming to where your digital marketing application we have seen so far. E-commerce websites, okay? Very simple. When Amazon is there, for example, we know Amazon, all of us know Amazon. Like that, there are 10 other brands. Amazon is not the only e-commerce platform that sells everything. There are 10 other brands. But why do we know Amazon? It is because of their digital marketing. So that is very important. That Amazon is not the only one. There was, I don't know if you guys remember, quickly in the chat box, yes or no. Do you remember there was a brand called Snapdeal? There was Amazon, Flipkart, and there was Snapdeal. There is Meesho also currently. So all of these brands are all e-commerce platform and they sell all the products. Everything is the same. But why do we still know Amazon more and we maybe the others they don't know this? Simple, because Amazon is something where their marketing was very strong. Their marketing was so strong that it has created a perception in front of our eyes that Amazon will not scam, whereas the other brands will scam. It's not true. Amazon, in your Amazon shopping, also there could be, bad products or misleading products or product delivery issues, product, how do I say, product material issue. All of this is possible. But we still trust Amazon because of the marketing they have done, right? Coming to the next thing, online education platforms, not just online education, even offline education. Lately, admissions also are happening based on what students see on social media. I would not like to name the college, but there is a particular college in Bangalore where I have gone a couple of times. So in that college, in the year 25, they had hosted a college event which was a massive hit. It was a great hit. It was a event. I would not like to name the college and I would not want you to guess the college either. It was a massive hit. That college event went on for 1 month. So they had their DJ night, they had their technical events, they had their non-technical events, they had everything possible in that particular 1 month. Imagine a college event going on for 1 month. Okay. This is how it was. The next year, their admissions have boosted to almost 50% increase. Almost. And now it is reached, and that college was planning on an autonomous this thing. So that is how the admissions have boosted. Only and only because they understood that students want events in their college. The minute students heard 1 month event, although it was Only the students of that college know what actually happened. What they were showing on social media is very different from what it was happening. Actually, 1 month every day from 3 to 4 there was event organized in that 3 to 5 there was event organized in that college, nothing else. Normally the college was running only 3 to 5, that event was organized, and from 3 to 5 it was all over the social media, every student was posting about it. So every time they had one thing where let's say you post a video and your video gets more than 1k views or 2k views, the students were given a small goodie bag where there were few college essentials or something in that small goodie bag was given if they post a video about the college and about this event and that video crosses 2k views. If more than 2k people see it, this is the goodie that was given to the students. So all the students of that college participated in this, and this is the marketing that they did. So end of the day, students, what did they see? That there is a college like this in Bangalore where for 1 month there was an event organized. The truth is, nothing like that happened. This was just a marketing strategy by the college. So basically, this is education also where the digital marketing has played an important and a very, very huge role. Next thing, your social media promotions. Simple, when you are organizing something, okay? Organizing something, when you are talking about an event, there is an event in your college where you want students to register. How will they get to know that there is an event in your college? They will get to know through social media itself. So registering also will happen from there only. Not just college events, admissions are open, or there is a new branch in your college. Example, there was engineering and there was a degree. Now you are also introducing masters, MBA, MTech, MCA. So that, how will you market it? You can also market it on your social media. Next thing is mobile applications. Let's say there are mobile applications developed by you for anything. It could be, it could be for educational purposes, it could be for shopping, it could be for whatever it is. The best way to market anything is through your social media and through your digital marketing. These are the real world applications that we have currently seen in the past few years. Okay, so that is all we have for today. Right now, the chat box is open for all the faculties. Okay, I would request you to please go ahead. One, fill the attendance link first. Once that is done, please come back to the chat box and let me know if you guys have any doubts or anything at all. Any doubts related to today's class? If not doubts, something you would like to add. And if you want to unmute yourself and go ahead and add something also, just let me know in the chat box. I will give you the access to unmute yourselves. Something that you would like to add your insights to this particular class of today. What about hashtag? Hashtag is a part of social media marketing, which I will explain to you when I'm covering social media marketing. Thank you so much, Varalakshmi ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, anybody who would like to add something to this session? Does learning digital marketing help me as an educator to go online and make money? Absolutely. Yes. That is, if you go on YouTube today, you can see the amount of NEET coaching and all of UPSC coaching and all of that that happens on YouTube. There are so many YouTubers and they make crores of money monthly. On monthly basis, they make lakhs of money within, like, maybe 3 months they're making money in crores by teaching on YouTube. So yes, if you are ready to exhibit yourself on social media with your teaching, it is a great opportunity for you. Yes. How to know trending hashtags. So on Instagram, let's take an example of Instagram itself. The minute you go on Instagram, you put the hashtag symbol, you will get few hashtags related which are trending. Not just that, if you put up example, I've made a video about AI. So I write about AI. The minute I put hashtag AI, all the trending hashtags and how many people are using that hashtag will appear. So then I can go ahead and use it. Yes. Absolutely. You can opt this topic for research also, because why you can opt it for research, let me tell you. So in digital marketing, since it is a not very well and completely explored domain, there are a lot of things that you can explore. So for your research topic, if you want to use digital marketing also, I would suggest, reason being, It is a vast concept where majority of it is unexplored. So if you want to explore a new part in it and go ahead and use it for your research, I think it's a great topic. Uh, Bhagwan Singh, sir, could you please elaborate a little bit? Latest updates are required. If you could just let me know what that is. Check on Social Blade website. Okay. Are we going to have insights on Google Analytics? Yes. How Google Analytics works when I am covering SEO, search engine optimization, that time I will be covering that as well. Difference between SEO and SEM. SEO is search engine optimization. SEM is search engine marketing. These are two different things. So SEO is basically where you just want to appear on top in that particular domain, and SEO is free of cost. SEM is paid. SEO, there is no payment required. You are just, it does the same thing. SEO and SEM does the same thing. Just that SEO is a little slow process and it is free of cost. SEM is paid. That's all. Yes, Prava, please, you can unmute yourself and ask me a question. No problem at all. Check if you're able to unmute. Not able to unmute. 1 second.
Oh, ma'am, I have given the access. They can unmute now.
Yes, you will be able to unmute now. Just check.
Yeah. May I ask a question?
Sure, sure. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I'm trying, I was taking care of some social media. Okay. So sometimes I was getting advice that don't, crowd the post with so many hashtags. Okay. Like I was
Yes.
putting initially like 12 to 13 hashtags. I thought that would trend, like there will be more visibility. Okay. But I was in advised that don't use all the hashtags and make it crowd. Okay. And use only the right hashtags relevant to the particular topic for particular brand I'm trying to advertise. Okay,
Absolutely.
so
Yes.
and the LinkedIn hashtags as well as the Instagram hashtags and the X hashtags are totally different.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm kind of confused. Like, isn't it like if I put more hashtags, it can reach more people? Okay, that is what I thought. And
Okay.
also, how to find what is the right hashtags to use for LinkedIn as well as Instagram as well as X. It is like, it is like a code to break kind of. Is it like that?
No, no, I will tell you something about that. So, about hashtag, whoever told you, do not use a lot of hashtags. I would also agree with them. Do not use a lot of hashtags, right? You should always restrict it, especially on Instagram. Restrict it to maybe 4 to 5 because Instagram itself is restricted it to 4 to 5 hashtags. Even if you want to, you cannot use more than that. On LinkedIn and other platforms, also, I will tell you what is actually hashtag. So, basically, there is a category of every content, right? Category is educational on social media. What is the, if you have to categorize content, one category I would say is entertainment. Yes. Other categories education. Other categories maybe food. Other categories traveling. Correct. These are the categories that are there. Now, you should see in which category and subcategory does your content fall in. If you use 14 to 15 categories, as in 14 to 15 hashtags, is 14 to 15 categories. Your video is going to be visible to a lot of people, true, but it is not going to be in any category then. You get my point? Example, right now on social media, if I go and search AI, all the people who have used the hashtag AI, their video will be available, visible to me. But in your case, if you have used 14, 15 hashtags, it will not be visible because Instagram itself can't understand that which category do you want to put your video or picture in. You get my point?
Just
In
a,
this
just a
Instagram,
minute. I already
I'll-
put the hashtag for AI, right? So it should display to you, right? My content.
yes. If you are using a hashtag, you are categorizing your content. If I am saying hashtag digital marketing, which means I am categorizing this content that this is digital marketing. Next, I'm putting hashtag upskilling. Upskilling is what usually, why do people, whatever are the keywords that you think people will search for related to your content, that is what you have to use as your hashtag. That is the category you have to put your content in. I'll tell you why. If I have to, this entire meeting, okay, I want to put it out there on social media, what are the categories I will put it in? First category is digital marketing. Okay. Second category is upskilling. Whoever wants to upskill can go ahead and use this. Third category is FDP, faculties who want to upskill. So these are the categories I would put it in. Now, more than this, I don't think there is any. One more category that I could add is SEO and social media, but that I don't think is necessary and it is not trending also. Upskilling, digital marketing, FDP, these are three trending hashtags. Even now, if you go and check, these are all time trending hashtags. That category I will put my video in and I will leave it.
Is there any list available like today this is trending, tomorrow that is trending like that? Is it like that?
Yeah, that's there. Example, I will tell you. NEET exams hashtag was not trending at all, right? But right now, since the time the issue has happened, it is trending all over.
Okay. Based on the situations, like
Yes, based on the current situation. Very simple. During, maybe the start of the year. Okay. If I am going to put about during the start of the year, where in India, most of there are places where it is snowing and all of that. I put content related to that and I put those hashtags, it is going to trend. Why? People want to see, okay, what does snow look like? Or let's say they want to travel to a place where it is snowing. They are going to search on social media. That only in the month of May or June, if I use snowfall as a hashtag, it is going to be absolutely irrelevant. Yes. So based on the situation that we are seeing on social media, based on that only, we have to use our hashtag. Must have noticed one more thing. Let's say there is a trending song or a trending movie on Instagram at that on the in general, a movie is trending. Some new Shah Rukh Khan picture is released and it is trending. Then the song also trends. So that's why people use that song. Or in the hashtag, they write the name of that song because that is trending. So basically, on social media, what you are seeing the most is what is trending. Do you get it, ma'am?
yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. Anybody, any other doubts?
Thank you so much. I'm muting.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any other doubts, anybody? Thank you so much. If you have any doubts, you can unmute yourself and go ahead and ask. If not, we will wind up the session. No doubts? Thank you so much. Okay, then if that's the case, I hope everyone has filled the attendance link for today. And tomorrow again, we will be meeting at the same time at 3 p.m. for the class, and we shall continue. Okay. Thank you so much, faculties. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Yes.
Okay, bye.
Yes, please. I'm so sorry. You went out.
Bye, sir.
Hello.
Thank
Hello.
you. Thank you. No.
Yes,
See you.
thank you so much, sir.
Bye, madam.
Hello.
Yes.
అన్నాడు పెట్టుకుడు వస్తుందట
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
I
you,
shall
ma'am.
see you
I think
tomorrow.
we can wind up for the day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, somebody's asked for the attendance link in the chat
Yeah,
box.
I'll just share it.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Yes, so dear faculty members, as today is the first day, so you all received the mail for joining the session, the Zoom and YouTube links. From tomorrow, you will not get any mail. So I request please join the session by using the same Zoom link which we have shared today. And also in the beginning, we have showed you about the LMS. You can join through LMS as well. Okay, I request please join the session on time. All the 5 days and be eligible for the certificate. I mean, the 60% of attendance is mandatory to get the certificate. And one more main important thing. So, like student won't get the certificate because this is the faculty development program. Students can join the session, but they'll not get the certificate. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. Have a great